Death be not proud.
What's up, you bundles of sticks? Holy Diver here, and this is a 7th edition battle report. I want you to picture a scenario between two rival factions. One, speed and power. The other, pure brute aggression. Orcs versus Ogres. Grimgore's Ardboys versus the Ogre Tyrants. That's the scenario we're going to be entertaining today. We've got a board set up, we're going to look at the armies, and then we'll be back. So here we are with the forces of the Orcs today. We are taking Grimgore's Ardboys. From the left, we got a Orc Chariot, a giant, 10 strong Arrowboys unit, 20 Black Orcs with a Shaman. Out there we got 24 boys with a big Black Orc boss in there. Then we got Grimgore and his Ardboys, 19 Black Orcs. Both Black Orc units have full command. We also have 10 more Arrowboys and another giant. Let's go see what the Ogres got. So starting off from my right, you got 3 Iron Guts, no command. Then you have a Slave Giant. You got 7 Bulls. We're going to just FAQ it that the Bulls rank up in 3 deep so that they can get rank bonuses and everything like that, so that they're not completely nerfed when it comes to combat resolution having no rank bonuses. They also have Iron Fists and a full command. And then right here we got a Tyrant. He's got pistols, tenderizer, heavy armor, and the weird stone necklace. We got a Bruiser with pistols, the biting blade, and heavy armor with a shield with an Iron Fist again. Then you've got a unit of 6 Bulls with full command again. You got another unit here. You got another guy here. This is your Butcher. He's got Gut Lore and a Dispel Scroll. Not to mention you got another unit of Iron Guts. And then you have a 4 strong unit of Lead Belchers, and these also count as great weapons, so they can be kind of punchy if they want to be. You got over 21 Bulls in this army, and it should be very mobile and very able to handle the Greenskin Menace. So here we are for setup. 2,000 points of Ogres right across there. He's got his Bruiser is the one with the mask. You got a Slaughter Master, Butcher, Tyrant, and then you got Lead Belchers and a Giant. And then backing these up, there are 2 units of Iron Guts.
Iron Guts.
There we go. Over here, we got Grimgore's Ardboys, 20 Arrowboys. Straight up, they're my chaff. 2 units of Black Orcs. 1 unit of 19 Black Orcs with Grimgore inside. Chariot, Giant. Then we got another Giant over there trying to sneak a quick one up on him. Maybe peel them off. And then in the middle, we got just normal 24 boys straight up. And they got the big Orc Black Boss in there. So animosity shouldn't be too big of an issue. So Ogre's turn 1, they moved up there something like this. And they're shooting. That's all they did was 1 Orc with the casualties coming from the brace of pistols carried by the Bruiser and the Tyrant. And it's going to go to Orcs. We'll get through animosity real quick and see what... And we'll be back. So, movement phase looks like this. Then my caster, who attempted to cast, wins the change. Bring forth the Spineless package that fucks up all of his days. He rolled the misfire, and using my Obama voice, he got a 3. It says that he disintegrates into a ball of green wah energy, and everybody in base contact with him takes a strength 10 hit. Which is a goddamn good thing that I only put him on the corner. And this was to cast a shitty 5+ spell. Gaze a mark. So my magic phase is over. Alright, shooting did a little better. Got a lot of hits. Did 1 wound to the Giant. That's Orc's turn 1. So, a little better for him. He got Bull Golger off. Then he used, to fuck up my Chariot's days.
Bone Cruncher.
Bone Cruncher. Rolled 3 wounds on that. No armor saves allowed.
And then strength 2 hits. So
and
that was
that's a pretty good thing against like
Chariot.
No, that's what you use to deal with big shit.
Yeah.
Is a bunch of strength 2 hits. Cool thing about that was his guy with the face mask. That's his Bruiser. Picked up the weight, shot it off the table, shot the Chariot off the table. These guys opened up, they had 1 misfire, almost killed a dude.
Did 2 damage to him.
Did 2 damage, and then
and all the rest of the shooting.
All the shots went in there, so I lost 3 more. And then that's it, so it's going back to my turn. So that turned into my entire turn. I moved a little bit, like so, and did an extra wound in shooting, so he's finally got a casualty on the table. So I'm catching up with one model.
To 1 unit.
To one
unit,
unit, and well, I got the wizard, but we're gonna catch up here pretty soon. So it goes into Ogre Street.
See this guy? He's too afraid to come at me right now. This supposed the biggest and the best orc.
Oh, he's coming.
Afraid of my tyrant. He's staying back there behind his shooter boys, just hiding like a girl.
Well, yeah, that's because you got to get through the shooter boys to get to him. So, Ogres, turn 3. So, he got a double charge in here. I thought I was just about an inch away from him. It was a perfect 12 inches with a little bit of room to spare. That's what happens when you don't play a lot of fantasy. You don't have that edge. Like over here, I was 10 inches in. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. Damn. It's like the first black guy in Africa said, "What's that?" "It's a boat with some white people on it." "You all wait here. I'll go see what they want." And then he's in the bottom of the deck, chained to the deck, going, "Man, I fucked up." So yeah, that's what happened. We're gonna get into some melees here. Magic was a wash. He can't really cast anything. He's gonna keep the Bull Gorger. I think that's one of those turns that lasts for a turn, and then you can cast it again or something. But it says unengaged. It's really weird not working without it. So Grimgore fighting the Tyrant. The Tyrant does have the Tenderizer, which is D3 wounds. Don't know if this is a good thing to do. I should probably offer up my champion, but I'm not going to do that.
Finally growing some testicles.
I'm gonna grow some testicles because I saw him in a naval video, and they all hit. I'm strength 8. Here we go. Needing 2s.
Toughness 5. You still need 2s.
Yes. And
you're gonna kill me then.
You have a 5+ ward save to stop all that with the weird stone necklace.
4, 6, 7.
7, yeah. Don't roll any 1s or you'll also take a wound for the weird stone.
He's as good as dead at this point.
Oh yeah, that's a bad one.
So the 4 alone puts him at 1 wound. This to his strength 4 hit.
And just double check the weird stone, see what it does.
Suffers a wound with no save allowed, so that kills me.
So that kills him. Alright, so Grimgore just did his work there. Did his job, earned his points.
Only because he's got a retarded rule of fighting first even when I charge.
Dude, don't...
Otherwise you'd be dead.
That's all I got. And now you're...
the game at this point, because there's no way I'm going to kill Grimgore with anybody but that guy.
I wouldn't be surprised. Alright, so what you're going to do next is you're going to attack with all your guys. And then that's you. So that was Grimgore. That's how does he work in the battle sim?
The battle sim?
There's a battle simulator that you told me about, and about how like when we were playing last time when the
Total War Warhammer.
Total War Warhammer.
He is one of the toughest guys to kill because he's got the most he's got tons of armor and health. So unless you got armor penetrating weapons, you're not going to hurt him. And then he is one of the toughest, one of the most damaging individual models in the game. There's very few that can put out as much damage as he can. So he is the biggest and the best individual orc.
The biggest and the best individual orc. I can't believe I wounded and hit all 7 times. Go. So you have a champion.
So the 2 there.
6 attacks.
6 attacks. So
3 hit and then
strength of 4.
There we go.
1.
All right. Ah. We don't save it, so we're gonna lose a guy. Boom.
And then the champion.
He's swinging in here.
Swinging into the other guys, so he's gonna have 4 attacks.
3 hits, and then just needs 4s.
4s for these guys because you're 1.
1 can't save that. And then these guys are swinging great weapons, but they still get to go first.
They still get their impact weapons. Hits.
So you're gonna have
2, not 3.
This is okay, you're actually gonna have 3.
Will I? Okay.
Yeah.
So the strength because he's got
4.
no one behind him is 4, so the 4s will still win.
So everybody out of there except for the champion.
And then they got great weapons equivalents for the lead belchers. So what does that mean for them?
They're great. That means you wound on 2s because you're strength 6.
Okay, so they got 3 attacks each still. And then champion has 4.
You bought the champ on those, all right?
Because we did not take any leadership for them, right? So
Correct.
they have no champion?
They have no champion,
Okay,
yeah.
so 1 less dice.
We just took the 4 guys.
We just took the 4 guys and no leaders. So
4s and
weapon
2s.
skill 3, so 4s.
So he's got a lot of health and he's hard to kill. He's probably not as hard to kill as
4.
Archaon. It's 4. So now you're making up for it really quickly here. 3. They've killed 3. 1 more. All right. 4. All right. So my Black Orc Big Boss is going to go next. He's got 3 attacks. Hits twice. Wounds twice. Strength of 5. So 2 wounds just back into you. And then the champion's the only one left standing.
They have light armor. Lead belts.
I'm strength 5. That's -2.
So no save.
No save. Yeah.
So 2 damage.
2 damage from that, but this was the champion to hit you, and then he does 1, and that's -1, so it'll kill 1 guy.
Minus, because light armor is a 6-up save.
Correct. And then I have how many Black Orcs left? 3 champion, dude, and dude. 4 attacks with Black Orcs, back to you. Missing
hits.
twice. And
1
doing
wound.
you for 1 wound.
Are you rending me there too?
-1. So you just take a save at...
He's got a unit size.
Oh, it's -2 because I'm strength 5 in the first round of close combat. So you take 1 single wound.
Alright.
On an ogre. Alright, and then we see...
He moves forward, doesn't he, after this?
Yep. And then we see where we're at.
Which the wound will go on him.
So, this is exactly what happened. These guys are dead, they've been ran down. Grimgore cuts the head off of the tyrant, and then every other orc on the field gets their shit pushed in and runs away. And they were caught, so that's... They were wiped out. This going into my turn. The giant stood, stubborn 10 leadership, really good there. And this is still anyone's game, technically, because he's got 2 characters that I can't contend with.
Can I interest you in a butt fucking?
And I did lose my wizard in the first turn, but he killed a lot of orcs when we started to rally up combat. He outnumbered me by 1 guy.
I beat you the total overall by only 1 point.
By 1 point. And then I rolled 9 with these guys. That's where the BSB's got to come in at some point. Maybe I ought to fire this wizard for a battle standard bearer. And then that's it. So it's going to my turn, and I got rallies and compulsory to. So my 4 movement shooting went pretty good. 2 wounds this time on the giant. That +1 to hit because he's a large target. Really working
helps.
out. Really
You're
helps.
half your hits needing 5s and 6s, which is not statistically what's supposed to happen.
Well, that's payback for my chariot. All of those guys. And then we turned like this because we rallied, got closer, we're getting ready. We got a lot of ogres to mop up still. We're gonna go into combat. You have initiative with your bruiser, who is a 4, I believe. So
Bruiser is initiative 3.
So you're the same initiative as me, so go ahead and make your attacks, and then I'm a 3 as well.
So the Bruiser is going to be 4 attacks. Weapon skill 5. Which means I need
3s.
3s. Of course, I roll
And
garbage.
then you need 4s to wound me, and if you get 3 4s, I die, and I might fall on you, and that's about it. 3 4s, I die. Fuck, but I still get to make my attacks.
You still get to swing at me, yes.
So I'm gonna.
So, what are you rolling?
A 3, and that's a thump with club, I believe.
Yeah, it's the same as last time.
It's
Club,
so
it's
don't.
a D3 you roll, right?
What? No,
D3
it's
roll?
2d6 wounds against your wizard, and that's who I want.
I mean what you roll to determine what you do.
Oh, it's an.
You roll
I roll
a D3
I roll
to determine what you do.
I roll a d6 to determine what I do on a table.
But it's only 3 options.
But it's only 3 options.
So you're rolling a D3.
Essentially, yes.
Okay. So yes, thump with club. It's the exact same that you rolled last time.
So I want your wizard
Butcher
to take
again.
Butcher again to take an initiative check because I'm going to wipe
1.
him up. 1 or a 2.
Oh, he dodged it
He dodged it. Okay, I need to get an artillery dice out. Not that kind. So here we are, Ogre's turn 5. He's gotten closer to me. Took the terror check because within 6 inches you take that for once a game. The terror bubble test, and we passed. These guys turned around and are reloading. They can turn around and reload. And then Bone Cruncher went off, popped 2 black orcs, and over here he's set himself up for our pincer movement. Now here's what happens. Since Grimgore hates everybody, he has to pursue. So I ended up having to pursue, and I got really good because that brought me out of their charge arc. Because this giant, I really thought he was going to do a little bit of damage, and he just ended up sucking balls the whole time. So there you go. That's it there. And then after other movements, we don't even have a fight, so it's going to go to my turn. A rather grim turn of events. The Arrow Boys charged, killed one model outright. Nothing he could do. Strength 4, chop us, baby. Now we're chasing his ass. We're actually like 3 inches away from him, but you get the idea. They're like, "Wog, we ain't scared."
So that's enough negative to negative my armor?
Yeah, -1. Yeah, that's because you only got a 6+ armor save. The modifiers start at 4.
So anybody that's strength 4 is -1 rend. Strength
Is
5
-1.
is -2 rend. 6 is okay.
Yeah. And that's where we're at. It goes back to you for your turn 6. So for the turn 6 here, giant charged, shot him to death, which was, these guys really earned their points chasing his ass around the fucking board with arrows, which is hilarious. Over here, he's turned, reformed, baited his ass in here, so now this unit can't get away. If he beats me by 1 and I run into a house because I gotta run away from the largest unit, or the largest unit that charged, I hit that house in any way, shape, or form, I'm immediately dead. So I'm kind of surrounded. What I'm gonna have to do here is I might have to sacrifice my Black Orcs in order to help bring this giant down, which is something I don't want to do. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to charge and hope for a result. And but even then I can't get away because we've measured it. So he in essence trapped me after thinking about what he could do and everything. I showed him some ropes, and we're gonna see what happens if I can bail myself out. So my turn 6 went relatively quickly. Lost a casualty there for my troubles. We outnumbered them, so we stayed. Turned around, got down here, ran down that unit of bulls there, and this is where Grimgore's unit gets trapped. So if I somehow miraculously survive, which I probably won't, he's got to roll really bad that he'll quit all games. He'll quit all games ever, and then I'll have even less people to play with, because weren't we supposed to play Dungeons and Dragons today?
We were, but now there's
and everybody got like coronavirus.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. You do 2 strength 6.
So the tyrant is gonna. So the bull charges, right?
Bull charges from.
So I got 2 strength 6.
Correct.
2 wounds.
2 wounds. All right. I'm just gonna grab dice for casualties right now.
2 at strength 5.
2 at strength 5.
Because I got the one guy behind me. And that's 1 more wound. So 3 total.
So we got 3 total. There's 3 dice. Okay.
And then 1 from that guy.
Correct.
Does not wound.
Does not wound. Okay. So let's start with Grimgore, who has.
So that kills 3 guys, right?
Right. I'm just gonna keep dice there, so I keep it clean.
So Grimgore gets to swing at this unit here.
Yep. And he hates you. Is this a new round of combat? All right. So I only missed once. That was pretty cool on your tyrant, the way I took his head off.
That was bullshit.
I know. So 6 wounds. 2 ogres are dead. And then, sorry, this was technically an overrun, so initiative goes...
6 or 7, right? 6?
Yeah, I did 6, yeah.
6, okay.
So
no
sorry, technically overrun, so he's going to get the initiative charge here. So you attack with your 1 guy.
So the 1 iron gut
has a weapon skill 3, and he needs 4s.
I'll hit.
Oh, shit.
And these are great weapons, right?
Correct.
Great weapons, so 2s?
Mm-hmm.
2.
You're
So, kidding me.
Here's 2 more orcs. Okay, so let me go up with my front rank now, because this is all over.
These guys will get to hit their charge attack first.
All right, go ahead.
I'm just saying.
All right, go ahead, make your attacks. I'm going to have guys left.
Well,
okay.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that you're going to get the full amount of guys you want left.
You're right.
Because you got, what, 2 guys that can swing right now?
I'll have my champion and a guy either way.
Yeah.
So, all right.
So the bulls, you got 3 attacks and 4 for the leader. So these are the 2 bulls that can reach. 4s.
4s.
Terrible. That was a 5.
I saw it.
And 2.
2. Here we go. Armor saves! Ah, okay, so that's 2 more.
And then the Bruiser is going to be 4 attacks.
Oh my god! Yahtzee!
And this is not a great weapon, but will 3s wound?
3s will wound your strength 5. So,
And it's an additional neg 1 for the
additional
sword.
neg 1.
So no save at all.
No save at all for 4 wounds. And you're right, I might not have any orcs left at all. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And
There's the
the
casualties
Butcher-
so far.
Butcher gets 3
3
attacks.
attacks.
4s again. 1. Mm-hmm. And strength of 4.
Correct.
It is just a regular hand weapon. So wounds.
You
Nope.
say, nope, wait a minute, neg
Accepted.
1. Yep. We're using double
that's
handies.
one more.
So that's 1 more. Count all those
2,
up.
4, 6, 8, 10, 12 guys dead. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. You have literally, if you don't kill him, you have these 3 guys left alive.
Okay, I'll take 1 on your fresh unit. We'll do that as the champion. All right. So I hate you. 3, and then here's the wounds. 2 wounds into the yellow unit, and then into the other unit here. Strength 5. That'll be two wounds on the red guy.
Okay.
So 2 and 2. All right. Now this is where I'm going to roll. See if Grimgore lives. He does not stick around, so you are going to chase him with that unit.
I'll chase him with everybody that's possible to chase him with.
All right, so I'm running this way. I am only going 5 inches. First unit, big bull
8
unit,
inches.
8 inches. So they're caught. How far are those guys running?
4, 5, 6, 7.
How far is that one guy running?
7.
7. All right. So we all know that everybody's moving 7 except for that one unit, and Grimgore's dead. We're gonna go down here. I have initiative of what do you call it? 2. You're using a great
-2.
weapon, and so I
So
got.
great weapons means I'm -1 initiative.
No, it means you strike last unless you charge.
Okay.
So I did 2 wounds to you. You got a 6 to stop it, or you're gonna die before
3
you
of
can
them?
swing. Just 2.
2?
A 5 and a 6.
Okay, that kills me then.
All right. So I got them, and then we're gonna move the distances. Ogres ran down Grimgore, as you can see. This is my turn 7. I'm just gonna sit here like this. This kind of showcases just how tough the ogre units could be, because they do have that high movement value, and that really bailed them out at the end, because there was nothing I could do to get in the way of that unit. I did put the chariot and the giant to kind of contend with them, but magic kind of saw to getting rid of all of those obstacles, which I might have
This
had.
unit has gone from right here all the way around.
All the way around. Grimgore might have survived. We don't know. We'll have to check, and we'll tally up victory points. So according to the chart, the ogres got a marginal victory. I only got 643 points of my army left. Slain general, captured unit standards, all go into the pool, and they're a wash. And that's it. Look at that carnage. Is that all I killed?
They're ogres, man.
I know. That's how I see it with ogres.
Well, there you have it, Internet. A victory for the ogres. Isn't it kind of strange that Grimgore would slaughter an entire unit of ogres, not to mention the tyrant, to find that he pushed too far into enemy territory and then got mobbed and destroyed himself. In the end, it was the ogre's superior movement that kind of propelled them to victory, and it didn't help at the beginning of the game losing my wizard immediately. That kind of put me on the back foot. I lost my chariot, I lost a giant because of that. I wasn't able to have a mustered magic defense. A bone cruncher put 3 wounds on a chariot. It's exactly what a 2d6 strength 2 spell is supposed to do. Wound multiple wound targets that don't have a lot of armor, like a giant or a chariot. And so it's kind of funny to see two armies on equal footing, even though one army doesn't move as fast as the other. But again, ogres is an opponent that vampire counts, Skaven, things with low weapon skill like goblins, don't really want to see across the table, because they can bridge that gap, put most of their troops in a situation to kind of set them up, and depending on how the dice fall, they can be very victorious. In any case, my greenskin army is probably going to be just this little force here, because that was my very first amalgamation of greenskins, and I think that it's very representative of an orcs only list, the biggest and the best, and that's kind of my theme. In other lists, you can make good advantages of biggins, not to mention Savage Orc biggins, and the Black Orcs themselves, because you are kind of dealing with an infantry-driven force. But in 7th edition, you may want to bring in the Boar Boys, because you do need a lot of mobility. The Giants and the Chariot kind of give me that mobility. They also give the enemy something to think about. Pretty soon down the pipeline, we're going to have preliminary battles for the Battle of Skull Pass. And I think we're going to have a lot of fun this year playing fantasy, because, again, I'm working ridiculous hours, so you're going to have to bear with me if you're a fan of the channel. And until I see you again, YouTube has many features that you can use to interact with me. You can like the video, dislike the video, comment, or subscribe. But until I see you again, keep playing, play whatever you want, try to entertain a scenario that you want to have fun in. Get off of Facebook, and stay metal, my friends.
Oh no!
Oh yeah!
When on?
I figured sold out. It's better to burn out than to fade away.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.